Well, I will kick us off here. So before we dive in, I do want to just take a moment and say thank you to everyone on this call. Thank you for taking time out of your day, and thank you for trusting Crafty with your pantry program. This journey wouldn't be possible without you, and your partnership truly, it means the world to us. So Allison Cook and I will be your MCs for the day. I'm going to give a brief introduction of myself. I'll then pass it to Allison for an intro, and then I'll take the mic back to go over today's agenda. My name is Jimmy Paul. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm one of the co-founders and CTO here at Crafty. My favorite snack, and really it's a beverage, but it's this Aspire Mango Lemonade. Gives me that afternoon caffeine boost, and it just tastes delicious. But at Crafty, I oversee our technology team, which includes our data, IT, and engineering departments. We work hand in hand with Allison's team to help shape the vision and ultimately turn the designs and prototypes created by her team into living features in the platform. So Allison, I'll pass it to your way for an intro.
Amazing. Hi, everyone. I'm Allison Kuka. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the VP of Product here at Crafty. I'm so pleased to be here with you again for another great showcase. And my favorite snack, again, is fun-sized candy bars, as we covered in the intro. So in terms of what we do here, you can think of me as the platform captain. I am determining where we're going with our platform and our suite of tools, finding that North Star vision, and helping steer the crew towards that destination. And everything you'll see today in our demo, think of those as the scenic stops on the way towards that ultimate vision. Back to Jimmy.
Awesome. Thanks, Allison. So at Crafty, our mission is to help companies craft a better workplace. Managing workplace food and beverage should be simple and enjoyable. And for too long, this space has been underserved by technology and also just stagnant in its standards. So we're here to change that, and every single one of these webinars marks a step towards that future that we're building with all of you on this call. So today, you'll get a front row seat into some of our biggest moves yet. So while Allison Kuka and I will be your MCs, the spotlight really belongs to Kelly Gessner and Calissa Chimopoulos, who will unveil the marquee features that are here to level up your experience. But those being Staples is coming to the Crafty marketplace. And we've also added a ton of new tools that make customizing your pantry smoother than it's ever been before. So grab your popcorn or your favorite snack and enjoy the demo. Allison, take it away.
Thanks, Jimmy. So I'm here to introduce a new partnership for Crafty. Kind of got a sneak peek into what that is. But when you think of iconic pairings, you may think of peanut butter and jelly. We're all about food here, right? Peanut butter and jelly just goes together. It's delicious. It makes sense. Or maybe if I asked you to think of an iconic power couple, you would think of Beyonce and Jay-Z. Our next announcement is like the workplace version of Beyonce and Jay-Z. Yes, I'm talking about Staples and Crafty. So what good is coffee in your office if you don't have Post-it notes for your brainstorm? And what good is a printer stock full of toner and paper if you don't have any yummy snacks on your shelves? So here we always know coffee, snacks, office supplies, they just go together. And we're so excited to bring Staples catalog into our marketplace. Staples does have more than office supplies. We have about 1,000 products from their break room and office essentials categories now available for you to shop in Marketplace. It's available for self-ordering through our platform, and it will be shipped directly to your warehouse or to your workspace, excuse me, and your team would be responsible for stocking those items. So think of it like a drop and go option, similar to how you would use Instacart or Amazon today. And you can use that to supplement your current service with Crafty. There's one caveat, which is that sites with concierge service with Crafty, and I see some of you on the showcase today, in that case, your Crafty team would actually be sourcing, ordering, and stocking these items on your behalf as an extension of the pantry program that we manage for you today. So now let's go to Kelly Gessner, our Senior Product Manager, to walk you through this experience. Kelly.
Amazing. Thanks, Allison. I'm Kelly Gessner, a senior product manager here at Crafty. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a lemon LaCroix enthusiast and Crafty's order orchestrator. Make sure your ordering experience or your on-site personnel's ordering experience is flawless from browsing to billing. And I'm excited to speak about our partnership with Staples. Like Allison said, Staples is a huge differentiator to add to our platform, which not only brings you, our clients, savings, but it also consolidates spend under one roof, the Crafty platform. Let's take a step back for a moment. If you're an office manager, you know what it's like to keep the snack shelf stocked, the break room running, and the printer paper from running out. It's not just about juggling browser tabs. It's about bouncing between Slack messages, sticky notes, and mental checklists. You're figuring out where to buy from, researching products and prices, placing separate orders, each with its own invoice, and doing it all without a clear consolidated view of spend or reporting. But by integrating Staples into the Crafty platform, we're solving that pain. One login, one invoice. Now let's dive deeper into a few scenarios on how Staples might work with your service model. Are you currently buying office supplies or paper goods from a different supplier? Like Allison said, if you're a concierge client, you are going to be, our Crafty people on site will make sure that your inventory center is automatically ordering these when the par levels deem necessary. But if you're a drop and go or delivery plus client, you can use our marketplace to place an order. Let's say this tech team is having an all-day brainstorming session soon and has requested new markers for their dry erase boards, more post-it notes, printer paper, and batteries. Our tech team in this scenario sits in the New York office, so I'll make sure I am filtered to the New York. And if I go to the Staples Advantage collection, I see there's lots of different options here, maybe the office essentials as well. Some of these cards say delivered via Staples Advantage. That's great. I know I'm set up for success. If I type in Expo, I get all of the things that they're going to need. A new erase, a new marker, maybe some of this. If I search for printer, I'm going to get printer paper. Perfect. I'm finding everything I need. AAA batteries and sticky notes. Gotta have sticky notes for a brainstorm, right? Awesome. I was able to find everything I need. So let's go ahead and check out. Looks right. Go to the checkout page. Our checkout page allows you to send it to any of the floors of your New York City office that you are shopping from. The 25th floor is perfect. That's where they sit. And they can also choose a new payment profile if it's going to be under a different budget or if the tech team is going to be paying for it with a company credit card, or you can keep it under the same payment profile for ease. Our delivery fee is $0 because we hit that $65 minimum. I'm going to go ahead and check out. But maybe you need something before your scheduled delivery date. Now that you've got the tech team covered in New York, you just heard that in Denver, the summer interns have taken over the coffee pot. Great initiative, but they've gone a little bit overboard and there's a huge quarterly meeting on Monday. You need coffee to get there before then. For some of our D+ clients, you may be limited to one delivery per week, and that happened yesterday. So now you need to make sure you can get coffee there before Monday. Let's go back to the marketplace. It's already on my Denver location, so I'm going to search for Starbucks, which is their favorite coffee. Looks like their coffee is available and from Staples, and it's a little bit cheaper than the main partner. So go ahead and add that. They'll also need filters. Perfect, also delivered via Staples Advantage, and I'll go ahead and check out. Uh-oh, looks like we're not hitting the minimum, and there's a $7.99 delivery fee. But girl math tells me if we add more, then these items are basically free because we don't have the delivery fee. Let's go ahead and check out. Everything looks great. And I'm going to confirm this purchase. Just remembered, I actually probably need to add creamer as well. Let's go back to the order. and see if Staples has any coffee creamer for us. Perfect, they do. Coffee cream French vanilla. I'm able to add this to the order before it processes through our system. And this order is going to appear on my next Crafty invoice. No extra vendors, no new accounts to manage, and now I've got the Denver team squared away. If you're a concierge client, your dedicated Crafty team will continue optimizing and managing your program, ordering through our platform, and stocking everything that comes your way, whether it's through Crafty or Staples. But maybe you've got a satellite office still using Instacart or managing their own Amazon cart. Now you can bring them into the fold with Crafty, giving every location the benefits of centralized billing, budget control, and full visibility. Talk to your Crafty success manager to add these locations. Staples delivers nationwide. That is everything in a nutshell about our partnership with Staples. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I'll hand it back to Allison to tee up more features we have for you today.
Amazing. Thank you, Kelly. We love seeing these emoji reactions flying. Clearly some excitement here. And thanks, Kelly, to your team for building this experience and bringing it to our clients. So if you came to our last quarterly showcase, you might remember Jimmy and I walking through some new features in the platform, like collaborative ordering, where you edited your orders and swapping out products. A lot of you have already started incorporating those features into your day-to-day, which is so great to see. And today we're going even further. We've been hard at work to bring full customization and control over your program into the platform so that your pantry works for you and for the unique needs of each location. So I'm pleased to pass it now to Calissa Chimopoulos to tell you more about these newly available features and walk you through a demo. Calissa.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Calissa Chimopoulos, pronouns she, her, Senior Product Manager here at Crafty. While my first name is pretty unique, you may know me more for some of my releases than by my name. Spoiler, not Beyonce. But if you've used order editing, swapping, or like the new My Pantry page, then you've used something I've helped build alongside our mighty team. My favorite snack is Diet Coke. I do catch a lot of heat for that being my favorite snack, but I can't get enough of it. And much like our data suggests, neither can you guys. But even better than my sheer love for Diet Coke, I get to talk about a topic that I also really love, an idea that came directly from many of you, having control over your pantry. People often talk about the big moments, company happy hours, hiring seasons, celebrating company milestones together. But the magic of a great pantry, that's in the little things, the smooth mornings, the right snack at the right time, and those peaceful moments when everything just works. As we all know, workplace managers are the unsung heroes of the office. You're juggling a million tasks at once, some visible, many invisible, and this list barely scratches the surface. So we asked ourselves, how can we make your job easier, help you and your team become more efficient, and save you valuable time? That's what this update is about today. Now, let's imagine it's 8:55 a.m. Coffee is brewing, fresh fruit is stocked, there's enough spoons for the yogurt, a fun new seasonal creamer is out, there are cups and lids next to the coffee machine. These are the details that really matter to your employees, and it's called pantry peace of mind for you, or maybe just your happy place. At Crafty, we're building more advanced features for you to maintain days exactly like this. While happy hours and hiring are big, perfect mornings are gold. Of course, not every pantry looks the same as this pic, and that's the point. You now have the flexibility to make changes ahead of time based on what works for your team, your budget, and your vibe, and find your happy place. Now let's take it to a few real-life scenarios where I can hop into a quick demo of what's new for you. First off, we know collaboration matters, so let's talk about your team and getting all the right people access to the platform. Maybe you're sending a report to your finance person weekly, or maybe you're the only one managing the pantry but wish a new teammate could jump in and edit an order. Or perhaps you're going on PTO for the holidays. Well, now you can add a new colleague to the platform with ease. I'll quickly show you what that looks like. And I will quickly share my screen. All right, hopefully a familiar place. We are now in the client platform, and as you can see, I'm in the settings tab. You can also see I'm Michael Scott for this moment. So if you're familiar with the office, you know who I am. But if I go into the users tab specifically, you'll see additional people in here. So the rest of the cast from the office is all in here, but we're missing a key person. And we want to make sure that that person's in there. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to click this brand new blue button that says invite new user. And I'm going to add Kevin, even though he's not that great at his job, but we're going to pretend he is. And I'm going to say role is finance for now. I'm going to put him in the New York time zone, and I'm going to give him access to all New York locations. And with that said, I can send the invite, and Kevin now has access to the platform. Kevin can go in and see all of our reports and everything else in here, so that's all exciting. But next, let's talk about your budget and giving the best experience for your office. So let's take a look at our pantry improvements section. Maybe you're sick of something from this list. Maybe mango LaCroix is suddenly feeling too summery now that it's August. From here, you can go in and you can opt to pause it or remove it entirely from your product list with just a couple of clicks. Here I'm going to say we're going to pause ordering temporarily because I think it's going to be a summertime fave next year. But you know, I don't want to remove it entirely, so I'm just going to pause it temporarily. Here you can see that I've now paused the product. It has this little emoji, and I can resume ordering at any time or opt to remove it entirely. So some quick changes there. In addition, now that I've changed and paused Mango LaCroix, maybe you want to use that budget for something new, fun, and trending. So this brand new add products button allows me to add anything to my pantry ad hoc. So I can go in and I can look at all of these options, or I can type in cottage cheese, for example. It's trending, it's fun. I'll see good culture cottage cheese and simply just add that product. And from here, I can go in and see that this product is now new at this location, and that's super exciting as well. So making my budget work for me here. In addition, let's talk about your vibes and what matters most to your office. For example, Big Shoulders coffee might be a non-negotiable in your Chicago office, while Coca-Cola keeps the team energized in the Bay. Whatever your style, you can now customize your priority products in your pantry. Priority products comprise up to 10% of your total product list, so you can use them to signify what matters most to your office and each and every office. So this tag will carry over to our team when they order or stock products for you. For example, I've now added Coca-Cola to be a priority product, and the team will now know to always have Coca-Cola because it keeps the Bay going. Finally, let's talk about your day-to-day. Maybe the interns love jerky, but any jerky will do. So we'll quickly search for jerky and see that as well. And then we'll see if it has a product replacement. So right now it doesn't. And maybe I want to add one just to make sure that any jerky does show up and the interns stay happy. So I can go in, select this jerky, and then I can see that I'm getting similar amounts and then save that as well. So now that I always have a product replacement. With that said, we have so many new ways to keep your pantry fresh. So in addition, so now that the demo's over, I just wanted to take you all back to your happy place and give you a moment to imagine what that means for you. Maybe it's adding something new and exciting to your pantry today. Either way, we hope you have fun crafting a pantry that fits your team, your culture, and your day-to-day needs with these features. With all that said, I'll pass it back to Jimmy to get a sneak peek of the future.
Awesome. Thank you, Calissa. I'm going to have to ask for a user invite so I can mark Aspire as a new priority product. Because if we run out, I will cry. I'll be devastated. But the last portion of today's session, I'm gonna give everybody a sneak peek into one of the new features that is currently being worked on. As we all know, AI has sparked new innovations across all industries. And ours is no different. At Crafty, we're continuously exploring the latest technology to ensure we're providing you all with the best possible solutions. We know your time is valuable, and everyone has a ton of questions about nutrition, equipment, products, delivery, you name it. So what if our industry had a co-pilot? And that's something that we've been thinking about and really exploring, because again, there's just so many new tools for us. So today I did want to give you all just a quick teaser of what that could look like and what we're exploring here. So I am going to jump into the platform here. And now within my platform, I've got this home page. And as you can see, I'm greeted as I entered the platform. And as I mentioned, our goal is to use this technology to solve new problems. And Nutrition Facts is one that I think is a great example of something that everyone's been asking for, and something where we've learned that AI is actually very good at this. So I can come here, ask our co-pilot, what are the nutrition facts of RX bars? And as it starts doing its own research, it can come and pull this all up. And maybe this came back a little messily, so maybe I'll just say, hey, can you make this a table? And not only is this extremely useful, but it's genuinely, it's a lot of fun. So now I've got this, a really clean table, RX bar, the information, the nutrition facts, some key ingredients. And I recognize too that like this is one use case, and the possibilities with something like this are truly endless. So that is where we really want to involve you all. And we want to make sure that we're training our co-pilot to perform the tasks that are most important to you. So following this, we will be reaching out to everyone with a recording of today's showcase, along with a sign-up form for anyone interested in beta testing and speaking with us about the co-pilot. We'll be rolling out all of the staples features in full over the coming weeks. And as for the pantry peace of mind features that Calissa demoed, please give those tools a spin and let us know your thoughts. We love and truly value your feedback. As always, just a huge thank you to the Crafty tech and product team who works on this behind the scenes, day in and day out. Xavier on the call here has been our behind the scenes pinning, getting everybody in and out of the call. So thank you, Xavier. Thank you to Allison, Calissa, and Kelly for your demos today. And most importantly, just a huge, huge thank you again to everyone on this call for your continued partnership. You inspire us every day, and we'll be back with more later this year. So thank you all again, and we'll see you all soon. Have a great day, everyone.